Now we are going to learn how to subtract numbers using the same technique, jumping tens. Alright. So if I ask you what is 35 minus 12, what would your answer be? 33, 23. 23 is the answer. How? This is 35. So 35 minus 2, isn't it, is 33, and then jumping down 10, isn't it? So it would be 23. So do this next one. What is 68 minus 14? 68 minus 4 is 64, and jumping down 10 is 54, isn't it? 68 minus 4 is 64, and jumping down 10 is 54. As simple as that. Tell me what is 77 minus 18? Right. So 77 minus 8 is 69 and 59. 59 is your answer. So now listen to it very carefully. Okay. And I want the correct answer this time. What is 86 minus 24? Yes, this time you got it. So 86 minus 4 is 82. 72, 62. 62 is the answer, isn't it? 86 minus 24. So 86 minus 4 is 82. Now jump down 10 twice. Okay, so 72, 62. 62 is your answer. With this technique, you can easily add or subtract numbers mentally, and that too very quickly, isn't it? Right. So just practice more examples. You will get better and better with this. Then I'll show you how to subtract 3-digit numbers. Alright, that is jumping up or down 100, isn't it? So far we have been jumping tens, but very soon we'll be jumping hundreds, then perhaps thousands, then 10,000. Sky is the limit. Alright, so we'll be doing all that. Now what is 92 minus 33? So 92 minus 3 is 89. Now jump down 10 three times from 89. So it would be 79, 69, 59. 59 is your answer. Isn't that simple? You can directly jump down, isn't it? Like from 89, if I have to jump 3 tens down, then obviously the answer would be 59, because 8 minus 3 is 5, isn't it? So from 89, if I jump down 10 three times, it would be 59. So you can do it directly. Even if you just count it like this, like 79, 69, 59, then also it's hardly going to take you any time, whichever way you prefer. But right, this technique will work every time. Now, so far in the examples that we have practiced, the number that was being subtracted was always small, and the difference between the two numbers was large, like 35 minus 12, isn't it? So 12 is a small number. Like what was 86 minus 24, we did that. So again 24 is not that big a number, and the difference between the two numbers, that is the gap between 24 and 86, it is more. Or 94 minus 16, still the gap is substantial. But what if we have to subtract numbers like 94 minus 82, isn't it? Now if you see, the number that is being subtracted is quite large, and the gap between these two numbers is not much. So in this case, jumping down 10 would be very tedious. You can do that, but it will be very time consuming. So the best way is to jump up 10, isn't it? In order to subtract 82 from 94, all you need to ask yourself, how much do I need to add to 82 to get 94? Okay, so 82, jump up 10, you will get 92, and 92 plus 2 is 94. So the answer is 12, isn't it? Now look here, this is 82 and this is your 94. So jump up 10. so you'll get 92, isn't it? Now 93, 94, so it would be 10 plus 2, that is 12. Isn't that simpler? So let me repeat, whenever the number that is being subtracted is large and the gap between the two numbers is not much, then always, instead of jumping down 10, it is always better to jump up 10. Alright, just like addition. Let's practice more examples, then you'll understand it even better. Okay, so now find out what is 68 minus 44. So from 44 you have to reach to 68. So how would you do that? Jump twice like a rabbit and it will take you to 64. So 20 and 64 plus 4 is 68. So 24 is the answer. Now what is 84 minus 61? So try it out. From 61, jumping 10 twice will take you to 81. So this is 20 and you have to reach to 84. So 3 steps more. So the answer is 23, isn't it? This is 20, 21, 22, 23. This is what your answer is. Now let's see if you can do this one. What is 96 minus 68? So you have to reach from 68 to 96. So jumping 3 times will take you to 98, isn't it? So this is 30. But you know that you have over jumped. You wanted to reach 96, but you have reached 98. By how much you have over jumped? 2. So subtract that 2 from 30, answer would be 28. Now let's try to subtract from 3 digit numbers. So if I ask you what is 136 minus 24, what would your answer be? Again the same thing, 136 minus 4 is 132. Now jumping down 10 twice, so it would be 122 and 112. That's your answer. What is 158 minus 36? So 158 minus 6 is 152 and jumping down 10 thrice will take you to 122, isn't it? I have done it directly. You can do it step by step if you want. 158 minus 6 is 152, then 142, 132, 122. 122 is the answer. But since I know that 5 minus 3 is 2, so therefore from 152, when I jumped down 10 three times, I immediately said the answer is 122. Now using the same technique, we would be subtracting a 3 digit number from another 3 digit number. Only difference would be that instead of jumping up or down 10, we'll be jumping up or down 100, okay, and 10 if the need be. All right, so if I ask you what is 364 minus 260, what would your answer be? Now from 260, jumping up 100 would take you to 360 and plus 4 is 364, so the answer would be 104. I asked you what is 364 minus 260, isn't it? Now from 260 if I jump 100, so I will immediately reach 360. Now from 360 I have to reach 364, so I'll just add 4. So this is 100, one jump, and plus 4 is 104. That's what your answer is. Well, you can jump 10, you can jump 100, you can jump 1000, or you can jump in combination, isn't it? Sometimes you have to jump 100 and then a 10 in order to reach to the answer. So practice. Okay, now you try this one. What is 564 minus 358? So from 358, jumping 100 twice will take you to 558, isn't it? And you have to reach to 564, so you have to add 6 more. So the answer would be 206, isn't it? I asked you what is 564 minus 358, isn't it? Now from 358, if you jump 100 twice, that is 200, so that is going to take you to 558. Now from 558, in order to reach to 564, you have to add 6, so the answer would be 206.